So FIFA,
Fédération internationale de football association. FIFA.
the one that we all love and admire, just pulled off something genuinely impressive. They made over $10 million without selling a single ticket. Here's how they did it. They created something called Right to Buy Pack. Not a ticket, not a reservation, not a deposit. You pay FIFA up to $1,500 for the right to purchase a ticket at a future date, at an unspecified price, in an unspecified location, in the stadium with zero guarantees about timing. And if your team does not reach the match you bought the right to attend, non-refundable, gone. 24 Italy fans have already paid a combined $25,000 for the right to buy World Cup final tickets if Italy makes to the final. But Italy has not qualified for a World Cup in over 10 years. And yes, they didn't qualify for this one as well. 2 Uzbekistan fans paid for the right to attend the final if Uzbekistan, ranked 54 in the world, which is 2,000 to 1 outsider, somehow makes it to New Jersey. Over $10 million collected, 0 tickets sold, and this is just the beginning. Because the 2026 World Cup is the most commercially aggressive sporting event in human history, and the people running it promised you something very different. In 2018, the North American Bid Committee submitted their proposal to host the World Cup. To win the vote, they made a specific promise. Group stage tickets starting at $21. Their words, a People's World Cup, a tournament for everybody. Today, the cheapest group stage ticket you can find is $165, as of recording this video, for a low-demand game. A ticket to Mexico's opening match costs more than an average Mexican earns in an entire month. A group game between 2 teams you have never heard of will set you back $600. Hospitality tickets, and this is real, cost more than the average American medical bill. The People's World Cup. And here's the thing, the ticket scandal is actually the least interesting part of what FIFA has done with this tournament. Because behind the prices, behind the NFTs, behind the political theater, there is a story about how the biggest sporting event on earth became a machine for extracting money from the very fans who made it valuable in the first place. Before we get into how it was hijacked, let me show you what the World Cup actually is. Because the numbers are genuinely insane. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar generated $7.5 billion in revenue for FIFA. The 2026 tournament is projected to generate $11 billion, possibly more. For context, the Super Bowl, the Americans' biggest sporting event, generates roughly $700 million in total economic activity.
This final is going to be the biggest sporting event, maybe even the biggest event in human history. The last World Cup final, it was viewed by the same amount of people as the last 13 Super Bowls combined.
The Olympics, the other event people compare to the World Cup, generates similar revenue but requires 12 times the infrastructure over the long period. The World Cup is the single most watched sporting event in human history. The 2022 final between Argentina and France drew 1.5 billion viewers. 1.5 billion people watching the same thing at the same moment. Nothing else comes even close. The 2026 is bigger, 48 teams instead of 32 teams, 3 host countries, 16 cities, 104 games over 39 days. The longest World Cup ever staged. So the question is not whether this is an enormous commercial opportunity. The question is who captures the value and who gets squeezed in the process. Because what FIFA built around this tournament is not just an aggressive pricing, it is a system that extracts money from fans at every single point of contact. From the moment you decide you want to attend, before you have even bought a ticket, the extraction begins. Let me walk you through exactly how FIFA monetized your desire to attend the biggest sporting event on earth. Layer 1. Dynamic pricing. In previous World Cup, tickets had set prices based on category and stage. A group game cost X, a semi-final cost more. Simple. FIFA 2026 introduced dynamic pricing. Prices rise in real time based on demand signals. The more people searching for a ticket, the higher the price automatically goes. This is the same mechanism airlines use, the same mechanism Uber uses during surge pricing. It is being applied to the World Cup. Layer 2. The resale platform. FIFA created their own official resale platform with no cap on resale prices and a 15% fee charge to both the seller and the buyer. So the seller raises the price to cover the fee. The buyer pays the raised price plus their own fee on top. FIFA collects twice on the same transaction. Then we have layer 3, the right to buy NFTs. This is where it gets genuinely creative. FIFA launched a product called FIFA Plus Collect. Digital collectibles, NFTs. When NFTs crashed in value, FIFA pivoted. They rebranded these NFTs as right to buy packs. I think they got it from EA Sports.
Oh, we get a blue! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, what the fuck?
Collectibles that could be redeemed for opportunity to purchase World Cup tickets. The cheapest right to final pack, guaranteeing you the right to buy a final ticket if your team reaches the final, was $299. The most expensive bundle? $18,500 for the right to buy tickets to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final. Total estimated revenue from the right to buy product before ticket sales opened, over $10 million.
This listing shows 4 seats behind the goal selling for nearly $2.3 million each.
Next is Layer 4, the Visa exclusive. Before tickets went on general sale, FIFA gave Visa cardholders, Visa being one of the FIFA's 7 primary commercial partners, exclusive early access to 15% of all tickets. Not fans, not supporters who have followed their national teams for decades. Visa cardholders. The People's World Cup. Now let me tell you about the fans who cannot attend at all. Not because of price, because they are physically blocked. The United States currently has a visa restrictions affecting nationals of 39 specific countries. No exceptions were made for the World Cup funds.
The Trump administration cracks down on visa applications from some tournament countries, including Iran, Senegal, and Haiti.
This means supporters from some of those 39 nations, even if they bought tickets, even if they have a FIFA travel document, even if they spent thousands of dollars, can be denied entry at the border. Several national teams playing in this World Cup will have almost no supporters able to attend their matches because their fans cannot get visas. FIFA negotiated with the US government. They obtained something called FIFA Pass, a document supposed to facilitate visa appointments. It does not guarantee entry. People have been denied at the border while holding valid FIFA documentation. And Gianni Infantino's response.
When you speak about FIFA, you don't speak about football anymore. And we have to bring back football. We have to apply market rates. If you were to sell tickets at the price which is too low, these tickets would be resold at a much higher price.
This is the same Gianni Infantino who awarded Donald Trump with the FIFA Peace Prize at the World Cup draw. The same Gianni Infantino who pushed the Palestinian and Israeli Football Federation presidents to shake hands on camera in front of the world. And the logistics problem is not just visas, it is a physical reality of hosting a tournament across a continent. Because the travel required to follow your team through this World Cup is unlike anything fans have ever experienced before. And what it cost is something nobody warned them about. The 2022 World Cup was held in Qatar, a country roughly the size of Connecticut. Every game, every match was within 45 minutes of every other match. Fans could attend multiple games per day. Hotels were central, public transport was free. The 2026 World Cup is spread across 3 countries and 16 cities covering a geographic area larger than Western Europe. Vancouver to Miami, 405,000 kilometers. Mexico City to Toronto, 3,200 kilometers. There is no train, there is no affordable shared transport. Every intercity journey is a flight. A BBC analysis calculated what it would cost an English couple to attend England's 3 group stage matches. Travels and hotels, £5,800. Free tickets at resale prices, £3,500. Fees, another £500. Survival costs, food, transport within the cities, incidentals, £3,000. Total for a couple to watch 3 games, £12,000. For the group stage if England progresses, which is the entire point of going. The costs compound with each round. New seating, new flights, new hotels booked on short notice. The Atlantic magazine ran the numbers on American fans following the US team, assuming they advanced to the quarterfinals. The total cost per person, including flights, hotels, tickets, and basic expenses, between $15,000 to $25,000 for a single tournament run. And this is before the dynamic pricing fully kicks in when, knockout round demand peaks. Now let me show you where the $11 billion actually goes. Because FIFA is a non-profit organization registered in Switzerland, FIFA, which generates billions in revenue, which controls the most commercially valuable sporting property on earth, which pays its president Gianni Infantino a salary estimated between $3 to $4 million per year, is legally structured as a non-profit. That structure means FIFA pays no Swiss corporate income tax on its football activities. The host countries, the US, Canada, Mexico, agreed to FIFA standards hosting agreement, which includes
It is FIFA and its FIFA subsidiaries that are fully exempt from any tax whatsoever levied at whatever level, state level, municipality level, all sorts of taxes, consumption taxes, income taxes, you name it, it's all exempt.
the $11 billion tournament is hosted in 3 countries that collectively agreed not to tax it. Meanwhile, the host cities are spending public money on infrastructure, upgrades, security, transportation, improvements, and stadium preparation. Some of that will have lasting benefit, of course, but some will not. The economic benefit projections FIFA presented to host cities to win their bids have historically overestimated actual local economic gains. The 2014 World Cup in Brazil, the 2010 tournament in South Africa, both left significant portions of their infrastructure investment with limited long-term use. The money flows in, FIFA extracts it. The host communities carry the cost. And the fans who make it all possible, they pay $165 for a group stage ticket between teams they have never heard of. The World Cup is genuinely extraordinary. First one I've watched was 1994 in the US, when I was still a little kid. And I do not want to lose that in that argument about how it is being run. The problem is not the World Cup, the problem is the same problem we document on this channel every single week, in a different context. A thing of genuine human value, football in this case, gets captured by a small group of people who figure out how to extract maximum financial value from it, while distributing minimum benefit to the people who created the value. The fans who made the World Cup the most watched event on earth are the same fans being charged $165 for a group stage ticket. The players who make it worth watching are being played into the ground. 8 games over 39 days after the longest season in sports history. And the organization collecting $11 billion in revenue is registered a non-profit. And this is not unique to FIFA. This is the pattern. Find something people love, capture it, extract value, send the bill to everyone else. But even with all of this, the soulless logo and the AI-sounding official song, it is still the World Cup. 48 nations, some playing for the first time in their history. Erling Haaland in his first World Cup. Messi and Ronaldo potentially in their last. Mbappe trying to cement his status as the best player on earth. Lamine Yamal, a teenager, possibly lighting up the biggest stage in sport. 104 matches over 39 days. The format means more teams survive longer, more upsets, more moments where a tiny nation knocks out a giant. More chaos, more of the thing that makes football football. If you can watch it through whatever screen in whatever bar or at whatever hour, you should. The World Cup is something worth watching. And if you got this far, subscribe, like, so more people can find it. And I'll see you as always with similar story in a different industry next week. Bye.